And good morning. Welcome to Charlie Brown Memorial Field, Day 2 of the 2025 Valley City Midsummer American Legion Baseball Classic. Coming up in our first consolation semifinal, Jamestown taking on Oaks. And a pleasant good morning to you, Paul McDonald, with you here from Charlie Brown on this beautiful Saturday morning. A little bit of rain expected in the forecast later today that may hamper or damper is the proper terminology. The champion or the second semifinal game is maybe some rain late this afternoon, early this evening. But as of right now, lots of sunshine here and a beautiful start to this day here in Valley City. Game one, we've got Jamestown taking on Oaks. Jamestown, they faced a tough one yesterday, and Chase Hapley threw a one-hitter, actually a no-hitter, and came up with 13 strikeouts, a couple of walks as Hillsborough Central Valley defeated the Eagles by a final of 3-0. Oaks, they too had to face a tough pitcher in Tony Villarreal, and he shut them out 10-0, a 5-inning victory for Post 41. So those two teams meeting here in our first consolation semifinal. The second one will have Valley City taking on Lisbon, and Valley City losing a heartbreaker 2-0 last night to Edgeley in the final game of day one. Lisbon, they lost to Park River by a final of 9-3. Let's take a look at the starting lineups in this one. It will be Jamestown, the visitors, on the scoreboard in this game as they are taking the field now to get their in and out going here. They will have Hudson Rohde leading off in left field. Rohde batting first and left, batting second at third base, Brenner Weber. Weber is batting second at third. Hitting third, the shortstop, Cale Verkey. Verkey is hitting third at short. Batting fourth and catching, Cody Bush. Bush is hitting cleanup and catching. Batting fifth at first base, Edison Walters. Walters is batting fifth over at first base. Hitting sixth is the second baseman, Mason Joseph. Joseph is batting sixth at second base. Batting seventh in right field, Shane Martin. Martin is batting seventh and in right field. Hitting eighth and pitching today is Zach Geyser. Geyser is pitching and hitting eighth and batting ninth. And center field, Braden Heminger is hitting the number 9 spot and in center field. Rohde, Weber, Verkey, Bush, Walters, Joseph, Martin, Geyser, and Heminger. The starting lineup for Coach Sam Joseph, assisted by Jake Stillwell. Now let's take a look at the starting lineups for Oaks, post 36, and Coach Cole Kelly will go like this, leading off at short, James Trainer. Trainer batting first and short, and batting second in center field, Chris Titus. Titus is batting second in center. Hitting third at third, Michael Hoisted. Hoisted is at third base, hitting in the number 3 spot. Batting cleanup in left field, Zaid Heyer. Heyer batting fourth and in left field. Batting fifth and catching, Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Erickson Wyckoff is catching, batting fifth. Hitting sixth is the pitcher, Chase Fury. Fury is pitching and batting sixth. Batting seventh at second base is Noah Wood. Wood is batting seventh and at second base. Hitting eighth at first base is Deegan Rorick. Rorick is batting eighth and at first base and batting ninth and DHing Joseph Dobitz. Dobitz is batting ninth and DHing, and he'll be DHing for Brooks Dominy, who is playing in right field. Trainer, Titus, Hoisted, Heyer, Erickson Wyckoff, Fury, Wood, Rorick, Dobitz. And the batting order for Coach Cole Kelly and Oaks, post 36. Let's look at our starting lineups and our batting orders. Our first pitch coming up here around 10 o'clock. It is the second day of the 2025 Valley City Midsummer Baseball Classic. A lot going on in Valley City today. The Soapbox Derby is going on down Central Avenue. That's already gotten started, and that'll be going on throughout the day today. So maybe come over, watch a little baseball, and then go in and watch some of the kids race those Soapbox Derbies. And, boy, that is a treat to watch that as they go down Central Avenue. And they have the course laid off. It's a downhill course. And it is a great-looking course that they have starting up close to the school and then straight down Central Avenue heading south until they get to around 3rd Street, I think, is where they wrap it up and have their barriers. So if you want to check that out today, too, lots going on in Valley City on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. We'll be back with more from the 2025 Valley City American Legion Midsummer Baseball Classic from Charlie Brown Field. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. American Legion Midsummer Baseball Classic. In our first game today, featuring on the scoreboard, the visitors, the Jamestown Eagles. And the home team on the scoreboard today from post 36, Oaks. Time now to meet our non-starters for the Jamestown Post 14 Eagles. The non-starters. Number 7, Caleb Miller. Number 26, Xander Wolski. And now the batting order, leading off in left field, number 33, Hudson Rohde. Batting second at third base, number 4, Brenner Weber. Hitting third, the shortstop, number 28, Cale Berkey. In the cleanup spot, and catcher, number 15, Cody Bush. Batting fifth at first base, number 9, Edison Walters. Batting sixth at second base, number 0, Mason Joseph. Batting seventh in right field, number 27, Shane Martin. Batting eighth in pitching, number 24, Zach Geyser. Batting ninth in center field, number 22, Braden Heminger. The Eagles are coached by Sam Joseph and Jake Stillwell. Now let's meet the non-starters for Oaks Post 36. Number 29, Jack Thorpe. Number 10, Jackson Gebhardt. Number 22, Tristan Peterson. Number 54, Connor Olson. Number 34, Trey Miles. And now the batting order for Oaks, leading off the shortstop, number 30, James Traynor. Batting second in center field, number 1, Chris Titus. Batting third at third, number 23, Michael Hoisted. In the cleanup spot in left field, number 19, Zaid Heyer. Batting fifth in catcher, number 37, Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Batting sixth and pitching, number 3, Chase Fury. Batting seventh at second base, number 6, Noah Wood. Batting at the first base, number 26, Deegan Rorick. And batting ninth, the designated hitter, number 3, Joseph Dobitz. He'll be batting for the second baseman, or the right fielder, number 2, Brooks Dominey. Oaks is coached by Cole Kelly. Gentlemen, will you please turn and face the press box and remove your caps and follow after me as we recite the code of conduct. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under in victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Now, if you face the flag in right center field and remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Welcome back to Charlie Brown Memorial Field and game 1 of 4 here on this second day of the 2025 Valley City American Legion Midsummer Classic in this consolation semifinals. It'll be Oaks taking on Jamestown, and we are just about set ready for that first pitch. Again, lots of sunshine, a beautiful start to the day here in Valley City. Possible showers later on today, but temps should still find themselves getting into the mid-70s. And that rain to come maybe around the time of the championship game would hit here tonight. So Hudson Rohde will step in and lead things off here for the Eagles, post 14. And the right-hander Fury delivers the first pitch high for a ball. 10:05, first pitch, game time temperature 66 degrees. Now Fury delivers, strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hudson Fury, Hudson Rohde, Brenner Weber, Cale Verkey. Facing the right-hander Chase Fury here in the top of the first inning and delivering high, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Rohde was 0 for 2 yesterday. Walked in his last at-bat. Straightaway stance for the right-hander. And the 2-1 pitch. Inside corner for a strike, 2-2. Jake Stillwell coaching down in the first base box for the Eagles. Longtime Legion coach Sam Joseph over on the third base side. And the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip at the plate. And they got 2 balls and 2 strikes on Rohde. 3:30 again down the lines here at Charlie Brown. 385 to the power alleys in left center, right center. And it comes in a little bit to 370 in straightaway center field. 2-2 pitch, high, and the count runs full now on Rohde. 3 balls, 2 strikes. I'll take a look at the defensive alignment here for Oaks. And the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Fury with the strikeout, and that is out number 1. And that will bring up Brenner Weber. The third baseman, number 4, Brenner Weber. Around the infield, Michael Hoysted is at third. James Traynor is at short. Noah Wood is at second. And over at first base is Deegan Rorick. In the outfield, Zaid Heyer in left field. Chris Titus in center. Brooks Dominy is in right. And that pitch misses outside for a ball. Behind the plate is Braxton Erickson Wyckoff and Chase Fury, the right-hander. Into the wind and the pitch. Fastball high. And to count 2 balls and no strikes on Fury. Fury, the long look, now delivers high. And they count 3 balls and no strikes to Weber. In yesterday's games, Hillsborough Central Valley defeated Jamestown 3-0. Grafton defeated Oaks 10-0 in 5 innings. There's a strike called. It's 3-1. Park River, 9-3 winners over Lisbon. And Edgeley defeated Valley City by a final of 2-0 in the final game of the day yesterday. 3-1 pitch at the knees inside half. And Fury has come back and run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Cale Verkey waiting on deck. Here's the 3-2 offering. High, ball 4. So Weber draws the walk. First walk by Fury. And it brings up Cale Verkey. The shortstop, number 28, Cale Verkey. Weber yesterday was 0 for 3. Did reach on an error. Verkey was 0 for 2 yesterday. Again, Jamestown only did not muster a hit. There was a change of a score in the scoring ruling in the top of the 6th inning. I can tell you a little bit about that as we progress today, in case you missed it yesterday. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball right side, and nice play over at second base, throwing, and that's going to be wide as Wood just throws it away as he kind of rolled on his side and threw it. Here's the throw down to second base. That's going to be close, but no, as a shortstop, Traynor comes off the bag to make the play. So Verkey will reach on a base hit, but then the error on the throw allows Weber to get to third and Verkey to get to second, and that'll bring up Cody Bush. The catcher, number 15, Cody Bush. It was a nice diving play by Wood, but then from his backside, he just kind of threw and was on the home plate side of first base. And I think the first baseman, Rorick, is telling him now, yeah, it's better to just eat that one, because then you still have the double play possibility with runners at first and second. But now it's second and third, and you got your infield up all the way around here for post 36. The pitch by Fury. Here's a high fly ball. That is hit well. Deep to left field. Still going back, and that one is gone. A 3-run bomb by Cody Bush, and the Eagles take the 3-0 lead. That one just kept on carrying over left field wall, about 350 feet. And Bush with a 3-run homer, and Jamestown with a 3-0 lead. Bush yesterday was 0 for 3, and he was part of that controversial scoring call. The first baseman, number 9, Edison Walters. Now Edison Walters, he struck out 3 times yesterday against Hafley, who had 13 for the game. There's a strike called, 0-1. Again, on that play in the 6th inning with still a 2-0, 3-0 lead for Hillsborough Central Valley, and Hafley was throwing the no-hitter. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Inside, 1-1. Had a runner at first base and 2 out. Bush hit a chopper to short. And it was cleanly played by the Hillsborough Central Valley shortstop. And he was going to go to second to get the inning-ending force out, but the second baseman did not cover. And by the time he was ready to throw to first, it was too late. Originally scored a base hit, then changed, which would have ended the no-hitter. There's a swing and a foul back. Gotten out 2-2, so it was changed to a fielder's choice and preserved Hafley's no-no yesterday. 2-2 the count here on Walters. Hitting in the number 5 spot, and the pitch in the dirt, and the count full. Third full count here by Fury. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And he's already thrown 20 pitches here in the first inning, and he's gotten 1 out. Here comes the 3-2 offering. Outside, ball 4. So the second walk issued by Fury brings up Mason Joseph. The second baseman, number 0, Mason Joseph. Joseph was 0 for 2 yesterday, had a sacrifice bunt. And takes this pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting second baseman. And the pitch, again, same spot, outside corner, and it's 0-2. Fury must be a fan of the Rolling Stones. He's painting it black. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from the right-hander. And there's a shot foul. Skips past his dad in the third base coaching box. No balls and 2 strikes on Mason Joseph. Shane Martin would follow, and barring a double play, in the pitch. Outside, the throw down to first base. Runner back in. So the count now at a ball and 2 strikes on Joseph. Up in the box. Straightaway stance for the right-hander. And the 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 call. He checked, but caught the corner. Second strikeout for Fury. That is out number 2. And I'll bring up Shane Martin. The right fielder, number 27, Shane Martin. Shane Martin did not play yesterday. He was a courtesy runner. And the pitch here is a strike called at the belt, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. On the right hand hitting Martin. Fury, runner goes, steps off, and he will throw to second, and they got him. Had to kind of lob it over the base umpire, John Samuelson. Or are they going to call a balk? They are going to call a balk. Home plate umpire called a balk. So it'll be a balk. Walters will be at second. And they did get him at second base, but a balk called. So now Martin with the runner in scoring position behind in the count 0-1. And the pitch high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fury kind of had to lob that one over John Samuelson, the base umpire, who hovers at about 6'6". Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swung on, fly ball, right side, drifting into foul territory. Nice over-the-shoulder catch by Deegan Rorick, and that will retire the side. But 3 runs come across and a 3-run homer by Bush. So 3 runs on a couple of base hits. There were no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We are through a half innings. Jamestown 3, Oaks coming up. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. James Trainer, Chris Titus, Michael Hoisted, the top 3 batters, and will start here against the right-hander, Zach Geiser. In the bottom half of the first inning, staked to a 3-0 lead off the 3-run home run by Cody Bush. Trainer yesterday, he pitched fairly well for Oaks in their loss yesterday to Grafton, but at the plate he was 0 for 2. As they only got through the lineup twice. And he will lead things off here against Geiser. Leading off the bottom of the first for Oaks, the shortstop, number 30, James Trainer. Trainer, sports number 30 in the back of his, I don't know if they're orange or red jerseys. Black sleeves. And the pitch to Trainer, strike at the belt, 0-1. Well, now if you're Bush, or pardon me, if you're Geiser, thanks to the Bush home run, then, well, I got the 3-run lead. Let's go out there, get your team in the dugout, and get those bats going again. The 0-1 pitch misses low and away. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a little bit more of a wind going here today than there was yesterday. And the wind going from right to left here at Charlie Brown. And the pitch, a ground ball down the third base line. That's a fair ball. So Trainer with the extra base hit. He's around first. He's heading into second. Rhodey gets the ball back in. So it'll be a double for Trainer right down the line. Now the ball gets away, and they throw it to third, and he dives in safely. The ball got away, and the throw back in. And so that will be an error probably on the shortstop as he dropped and the ball rolled away to the third baseman. But there'll be an error on the play that allowed Trainer to get to third. The center fielder, Chris Titus. Now Titus swings at the first pitch and pops it up right behind home plate. And, well, that's a tough play. The catcher, Bush, did not see it right away. And so it is just a strike. So a runner at third base. Off the double by Trainer, and then he gets to third on the dropped throw back in. And the right-hander delivers. There's a strike called. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at third base, an 0-2 pitch. Ooh, that hit him in the face. He swung and fouled it, but it hit him, came up and hit him in the face. Maybe he got the helmet too, but he hit himself there. No balls and 2 strikes. And Geiser delivers. Low, 1-2. Kind of like when you had siblings and they always said, quit hitting yourself, quit hitting yourself. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Titus goes down. First strikeout for Kaiser. One away. And I'll bring up Michael Hoisted. The third baseman, number 23, Michael Hoisted. Hoisted was 0 for 2 yesterday. Titus, he was 0 for 0. He was hit twice by Hapley yesterday, or by Villarreal in their game with Grafton. So did not have an official at-bat. There's a strike here to Hoisted. Hoisted 0 for 2. He was at short, and he had a rough game defensively. 2 or 3 errors yesterday. No balls in one strike here on Michael, playing at third base. And the pitch, he swings over the top of that one. And the trainer, who's the normal shortstop, pitched yesterday, so he was at short. Now they're back in their positions today. Count no balls and 2 strikes here on Hoisted. Trainer takes his lead off third, and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul. Well, he did miss it. Actually, strike 3. That is out number 2, 2 strikeouts. That'll bring up Zaid Heyer. The left fielder, number 19, Zaid Heyer. So Heyer, the left-hander, will step in with a runner at third base. Now there's 2 away, and he hits a little flare into right field. That's going to be a base hit. So an RBI single by Heyer, and will get Trainer in to score and make it 3-1. So an RBI single by Heyer. That'll bring up Erickson Wyckoff. The catcher for 37. Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Wyckoff was 1 for 2 for Oaks. Again, as a team, they had just the 1 hit against Villarreal, and he had it. And the pitch misses outside for a ball. Saw some very good pitching yesterday in the 4 games. Runner off of first, steers the pitch, and Erickson Wyckoff swings and fouls that one back. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. A good crowd on hand, too, for this first game between Jamestown and Oaks. 1-1, the throw to first, and the ball gets away, and that's going to go into foul territory. That's going to send Heyer down to second base, and he will stop there. So the second error of the inning. And now Oaks has a runner in scoring position and a 1 ball, 1 strike count on Erickson Wyckoff. So an RBI situation here for Erickson Wyckoff. Here's the pitch by Geyser. Strike called. Bush was setting up on the outside half of the plate, and Geyser hit the mitt. So the count is a ball and 2 strikes. That wind again about 13 miles per hour coming out of the south, which means it's coming in from center field. Gusting up to 20 today. It's supposed to be even more wind tomorrow, and about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than it is today. 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Erickson Wyckoff. Geyser sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. And Geyser gets out of the jam. He got his 3rd strikeout, and that'll retire the side. But Oaks does get a run on a couple of hits. There are 2 errors, 1 left. 1 complete. 3-1, Jamestown leading. We are back with more. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. So Zach Geiser lead things off here for the Eagles in the top half of the second inning. Geiser, Heminger in the top of the order, Rohde. Will face the right-hander Chase Fury. And a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Geiser did not play yesterday. Right-handed batter. And he swings and it's a high fly ball to left field. Higher is right there. Makes a cap-high catch. There's one away. That'll bring up Braden Heminger. The center fielder, number 22, Braden Heminger. Heminger was 0 for 2, a couple of strikeouts yesterday. As I mentioned, Halfley had struck out 13 batters yesterday. He had at least one strikeout in every inning. And struck out the side in the 7th. And here's a bunt attempt and foul at the plate by Heminger. No balls, 1 strike. And he was a lot of frontwards Ks. There was only 3 called strikeouts yesterday by Halfley. The other 10 were swinging. No balls and 1 strike in the pitch. That is high, and they count 1-1. 1-1 here on the number 9 batter, center fielder Braden Heminger, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes with 1 out and nobody on. As Jamestown batting here in the top of the second, leading 3-1. Here's the pitch. High, 2-2. With that wind blowing more from right to left and in from right field. Outfield shading over towards the left side and in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And Fury picks up his 3rd strikeout. That's on number 2. We go back to the top of the order, and Hudson Rohde. The left fielder, number 33, Hudson Rohde. Rohde struck out swinging his first time up. 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging by Fury. And the right-hander ready to work. Into the wide, here's the pitch. That one right over the top of the bill of the cap. 1 ball and no strikes on Rohde. Fury working quickly, delivers. Ground ball out towards second. Picked up by Wood. And the throw to first for the out. 4-3 on the putout. And that is a 1-2-3, top of the second for Fury. Nothing across for Jamestown. We head to the bottom of the second. It's Jamestown 3 and Oaks 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Slide into the home half of the second inning. Oaks trailing 3-1. Fury, Wood, and Rorick will face the right-hander, Zach Geiser. Fury yesterday was over 2 with a couple of strikeouts. And Geiser delivers, swing and a miss in the fastball, 0-1. Titus, Erickson, Wyckoff, and Wood, and Rorick, and Dovitz. So a lot of players that did not strike out yesterday, but as Villarreal struck out 6, but he got Fury twice, got higher twice. 0-2 the count here on Fury. And Geyser delivers, check swing, misses low, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the Fury, leading things off here in the bottom of the second for Oaks. And a right-hander into the wine. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the right-hander kicks and delivers. And misses outside, so another full count here, 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the leadoff man Fury here in the bottom of the second inning. And the pitch by Geyser, swinging a foul at the plate. So the count continues at 3-2. Eagles, a fairly young Legion team. Made up a lot of their 16, 17-year-olds. There's strike 3 called, so Fury caught looking. That's number 4 for Geyser. 1 away, and it'll bring up Noah Wood. The second baseman, number 6, Noah Wood. Wood yesterday, he too was hit by a pitch. Villarreal hit 3 batters, again Titus twice, and Wood got plunked once. Our second game today, we'll have Lisbon taking on Valley City, approximately 12:30. That pitch misses for a ball. And then at 3 o'clock this afternoon, Grafton and Hillsborough Central Valley. There's a strike on the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Matt Brandwald, I think, was going to ring him up. He thought it was strike 3. It was only the first strike. He forgot to clear his clicker. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That one's low, ball 2. 2-1. Oh, man. 2 balls and 1 strike here on Wood. And Geyser delivers. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Park River will then take on Edgeley in the final game of the day at 5:30. Geyser ready to work here. And the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a little flare down the right field line in foul territory. Drifting over is Walters. And he'll make the play. That is out number 2. That'll bring up Deegan Rorick. The first baseman, number 26, Deegan Rorick. Rorick was 0 for 2 yesterday. First games of the year for Oaks. Coach Cole Kelly. He's down in the third base coaching box here for post 36. And Geyser delivers, blown away for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. The right fielder, Martin, being very shallow and right. And the 1-0 pitch hits the outside corner, 1-1. A ball and a strike on Rorick. The right-hander Geyser delivers. Swing and a miss. So the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody on. 2 out here in the bottom of the second. Geyser working quickly. Delivers 1-2. Swing and a miss. That is number 5 for Geyser. And that is a 1-2-3. Bottom of the second, nothing across for Oaks. We head to the third. It's Jamestown 3, Oaks 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Frederick Weber will lead things off here for the Jamestown Eagles. And the left-hander facing Fury for the second time. Weber walked and scored on that home run by Bush back in the first inning. He swings and skies one in the infield left side. Third baseman Hoisted in foul territory makes the catch. There's one away. And to bring up Cale Verkey. The shortstop, number 28, Cale Verkey. Verkey had a single and scored back in the first inning. Hit a ground ball to the right side. Wood made a diving play and came up with it, but then while he was sitting on his backside, just kind of spun around and threw it wildly. There's a strike call. That got Weber to third and Verkey to second. So giving a base hit and then an error on the throw that moved him and Weber up a base. There's a swing and a foul. So the count here on the right-handed hitting Weber. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch in the dirt. That goes right through the wickets of Erickson Wyckoff. And it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes on Cale Verkey. And the pitch. And he swings and grounds one down third base line. Foul. So the count rides along at 1-2. More baseball tomorrow, of course, weather permitting. Well, I think tomorrow actually is supposed to be okay. Just a little chillier and windy. 1-2 pitch. There's a line drive into left field, a base hit. So Verkey with the line single to left, his second hit of the game. And that'll bring up Cody Bush. The catcher, number 15, Cody Bush. So Bush on the first inning launched one deep over the left field fence. I think right over the Highline Electric sign, about 350 feet away for a 3-run homer, and that has been the difference in this one. That is your score right now, 3-1. Bush yesterday was 0 for 3. Now Fury checks the runner Verkey at first, and the pitch wide, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. On the right-handed hitting Cody Bush. Runner leads off of first. There he goes. The pitch is swung on, a high fly ball into the left field corner, and that is going to be out into the home team bullpen down by the clubhouse. And the count is 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Cody Bush. Right fielder Dominic playing shallow. Center fielder Titus deep and a little bit around towards left center. Not too much to the left. The 1-1 pitch. Runner goes again. The pitch is inside the ball. The throw down to second. Not going to be in time. Stolen base for Verkey. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike on Bush. So he's got a runner out at second. And Fury behind in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Swinging a high chop out towards short. Trainer. Nice big hop for him by the bag. Flings it over to first for the out. Down to third base goes Verkey. 6-3 on the put out for out number 2. That'll bring up Madison Walters. The first baseman, number 9, Edison Walters. Walters walked, went to second on a balk, and was stranded there back in the first inning. So he has a runner in scoring position at short and 2 away as Jamestown bats in the top of the third inning. And the pitch. A slider on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting Edison Walters. And the pitch low and inside. And the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 1 on. We're in the top of the third inning. Jamestown leading at 3-1. Game 1 of 4 here today from Charlie Brown. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Up and in, ball 2-1. If Walters can extend things, Joseph would follow here in the third for the Eagles. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. He swings and skies one to right field. Dominy over towards the line. That's going to drop in for a base hit. It'll be an RBI single for Walters. That'll bring Berkey across the score to make it 4-1 Jamestown. And that'll bring up Mason Joseph. The second baseman, number 0, Mason Joseph. So Joseph will bat with 2 out now, a run in and a runner on. And Walters hesitates, thought about going, pitches high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. On the right-handed hitting, Mason Joseph. The 1-0 pitch, swung on as a high pop. That's going to go back and out of play. And the count even now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On Joseph, who struck out looking back in the first inning. 1 of 3 strikeouts for Fury. And they got him caught first. Here's the throw back. Oh, he got back in. They had him caught on first base. It looked like he had his cleat stuck in the dirt. Couldn't get back, and Fury didn't throw right away, and he was able to get back in. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Joseph. And another toss to first. And again, Walters back in. 2 outs. We're in the top of the third. A run across here for Jamestown. They lead it 4-1. They've out-hit Oaks 4-2. One ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. Runner goes high, fly ball, foul territory, left side. Higher will give it a look, and that again is going to go into the bullpen. So the count 1-2. The 10U team, they're over in Jamestown, 10U and 12U. They're playing in a tournament this weekend. A ball and 2 strikes. I think they played at 8 o'clock this morning. First game pitches high for a ball. Runner goes, throw to second, and it hit the runner as Walters goes for the head first slide. So it's a stolen base for Edison Walters, and it's a 2-ball, 2-strike count on Joseph. And out another runner in scoring position. And Joseph looking to deliver here. 0 for 3 for the tournament with a couple of strikeouts for the younger Joseph. 2-2 count. And Fury delivers. Swing and a miss. That is strikeout number 4 for Fury, and that will retire the side. But a run comes across for Jamestown on a couple of base hits. No errors, they leave 1. We're through 2.5 innings. It's Jamestown 4 and Oaks 1. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. The 9-1 batters coming up here for post 36 as they bat in the home half of the third, trailing 4-1. Dobitz, Trainer, and Titus against the right-hander Zach Geiser, who has 5 strikeouts here in the first 2 innings. That pitch misses inside. 1 ball, no strikes. The only non-strikeout out was a pop out over to Walters in foul territory in the second. Geiser kicks and delivers. Low and away, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Dobitz, who DH'd yesterday, 0 for 2. Rounding out Coach Kelly's batting order here today. And that one misses low and away. Ball 3. 3-0 on Dobitz. As he leads things off here. And the pitch wide. Ball 4. A 4-pitch walk. And he called that one straight. Okay then. Well, I put it in pen, so he's got to eventually walk. That's just all there is to it. And he's swinging and a miss. So it is a 3-ball, 2-strike count. Yep. And the right-hander kicks and delivers. Strike 3 called, and he got him looking. That'll be number 6. And that is out number 1. We head to the top of the order, and James Trainer. The shortstop, number 30, James Trainer. I would do 2 in plays to get him to 39 if that's what you need. So now Trainer will step in, and he takes the first pitch on the outside corner for a strike. No balls and 1 strike. Trainer doubled, and the ball, when it came in on the throw into the infield, was dropped and rolled away from the cutoff man, and Trainer was able to take third. And then he came in on the RBI single by Heyer. Behind the count here, no balls and 2 strikes on Trainer. And Geyser delivers. Check swing in the dirt. They're going to say went. The runner goes. They'll throw to first. High throw, but Walters comes down with it. And it'll be a strikeout, number 7, and then 2-3 on the putout. That is out number 2. The center fielder, number 1, Chris Titus. So Chris Titus, he struck out swinging back in the first. All but 1 of the 7 strikeouts have been swinging. The right-hander Geyser, he is getting in that groove, works quickly, brings the curve across at the letters for a strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting Christopher Titus. Chris Titus, that one is low. And they count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Titus, very good basketball player for Oaks. And here comes the 1-1 pitch on the way. And that one at the knees misses low. It was over but low. And they count 2-1. Jake Stillwell, the pitching coach for Jamestown, flashing the signals. There's a ground ball up the middle, over the bag, into center field. A base hit for Titus. Hit number 3 for Oaks. That'll bring up Michael Hoisted. The third baseman, number 23, Michael Hoisted. Hoisted struck out swinging his last time up. So with 2 outs, a runner at first. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Jamestown leading it 4-1. And a throw to first, and Titus back in. Jack Thorpe coaching down in the first base box, one of the players. Coach Kelly down in the third base coaching box here for Oaks. The runner goes. The pitch is a ball. The throw down to second. A 1 hopper to Mason, and they got him. Nice play there by Joseph covering the bag. They caught stealing 2-4, and that will retire the side here in the 3rd inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, so nobody left. We're through 3. It's Jamestown 4, Oaks 1. This is Legion Baseball live on YouTube. For Oaks in the bottom of the 3rd, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left on base. Shane Martin will lead things off here for the Eagles in the top half of the fourth. It'll be the bottom third of the order. Martin, Geyser, and Heminger. Martin popped out to the first baseman, Rourke, who made a nice over-the-shoulder catch, running into foul territory down the right field line. His first time up back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, swinging a pop foul, not a play. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike. The right-hander, Chase Fury, into the line. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Blown away, ball 2, 2-1. He has struck out 4. He has walked 2 batters today. The right-hander kicks and delivers, 2-1. Here's a high pop-up in short left field. Coming in is higher. Shortstop Trainer over and in fair territory. James Trainer makes the catch for out number 1. The pitcher, number 24, Zach Geyser. So Geyser will step in. He flew out the left fielder higher his first time up. There's 1 away and nobody on. And Fury ready to work here against his counterpart. And a strike called, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. Into the line. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Up and in. Ball 1. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Nobody on here on the top of the 4th inning. Jamestown leading it 4-1. And the pitch. A slow curve comes across the letters for strike 1 and 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes 1-2 pitch. I need to stop telling people how to do their jobs. They're better than I am. Here's a little flare out by second base Trainer right by the bag. Makes the catch, and that is out number 2. That'll bring up Braden Heminger, the center fielder. The center fielder, number 22, Braden Heminger. Heminger, he struck out. That was the 3rd strikeout for Fury. Came back in the 2nd inning. His other 1-2-3 inning. And Fury delivers. So slow curve outside corner for strike, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. With nobody on and 2 out. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. On the outside corner for a strike, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes here on Heminger. And Fury with the curve. Strike 3 called. Drops that one in, his 5th strikeout. And that will retire the side. 3 up and 3 down, nothing across for Oaks. We are through, or nothing across for Jamestown. We're through 3.5. 4-1 advantage to the Eagles. We're back with more American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Well, Michael Hoisted will lead things off here for Post 36 as they trail 4-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. And the pitch by the right-hander Geyser is down low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes on Hoisted, Heyer, and Erickson Wyckoff. The 3, 4, and 5 batters. There's a chop foul over by the third base dugout. And the count now even at 1-1. Cole Kelly, the coach of the Oaks Legion team. And here comes a 1-1 pitch. Spikes that one in. Goes to the backstop. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Straightaway stands for Hoisted. And the pitch by Geyser fists that one up onto the netting. And up. Like that, it'd make it past the netting. They count 2-2 on Hoisted. And Geyser, the 2-2 pitch, line drive, base hit left field. So Hoisted with the line single to left. Hit number 4 for Oaks. That'll bring up Zaid Heyer. The left fielder, number 19, Zaid Heyer. Heyer has a RBI single that came back in the first inning, as he brought in Trainer, who had led off the inning with a double and went to third on an error. So now Heyer will step in, the left-hander. Lone left-hander in the batting order for Coach Kelly. And a throw to first, back in is Hoisted. And another quick throw is, again, Geyser seeing if he can catch him napping as he was just starting to take his lead. Set by the right-hander. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the mid bush. 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The count here on the left-handed hitting Zaid Heyer. The throw to first this time in standing is Hoisted. 4-1. Oaks with the lead. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning. There's a pop-up behind home plate and out of play. So the count, no balls and 2 strikes on Heyer. Geyser holds that ball in his meat hand, now brings it into the glove as he comes to the set. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss in the dirt. First base is occupied, so he need not throw it down there. Strikeout number 8 for Geyser, 1 away. And it'll bring up Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. The catcher, number 37, Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Erickson Wyckoff struck out swinging his first time up. So again, 8 strikeouts and 7 have been swinging for Geyser today. And the pitch. Low and inside for ball, thrown on to first, and that was on the foul side of the bag. Would have been close, but I think Hoisted would have been back in. 1 ball and no strikes, the count here on Erickson Wyckoff. And the right-hander, Geyser, kicks, delivers. Strike call, knee high, split the plate in half, and the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Erickson Wyckoff. Set here by Geyser, and he'll deliver. Wyckoff swings and fouls it at the plate. And the count 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner at first on the catcher. And they'll throw to first again, and Hoisted back in. And the pitch bends him out of the way. And the count now even at 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and two the count. And the pitch. There's a little flare into right field, but right at the right fielder, he'll make the catch. Here's the throw back to first. It's going to be a high throw, and Hoisted is going to be back in. It's nice Martin with the catch in the short center field for out number 2. Hoisted was able to get back, and it'll bring up the pitcher, Chase Fury. The pitcher, number 3, Chase Fury. So Chase will step in, and he has struck out, only looking strikeout, well, 1 of 2 actually now for Geyser. And he takes the pitch high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. One another count here on Fury. And the pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. on the right-handed hitting Fury. Geyser with that high leg kick delivers a little bit low when it's 2-1. Geyser, again, he's been working quickly. He's got in that rhythm, and here's the 2-1 pitch. Swinging a ground ball towards short, and nice sliding stop there at short. The throw is not going to be in time. Nice play, though, at shortstop there by Berkey, but it'll be an infield hit for Fury. And now Oaks has runners at first and second. They bring the tying run to the plate, Noah Wood. The second baseman, number 6, Noah Wood. The second hit of the inning, 5th of the game for Oaks. They have out-hit now Jamestown 5-4. So runners lead off of first and second. And Wood popped out to Rorick his first time up. There's a strike called, 0-1. Again, to Walters, Edison Walters made the foul ball catch on Wood. 0-1 count, and the pitch on the corner at the knees, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes on Noah Wood with 2 runners on and 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Jamestown leading it 4-1. Lon Kaiser now wants a set of signs again. Cody Bush does glance over to the third base dugout, and Jake Stillwell, the assistant coach, flashes the pitch signs, location, pitch. Throw to second, and back in easily was Hoisted. No balls and 2 strikes the count here on Noah Wood. And Geyser delivers. Swinging a chop off the plate, and it'll be a foul ball. So the count stays at 0-2. Again, another game here with Valley City and Lisbon. Scheduled for a 12:30 start time. Yesterday we had some quick games here early on. Here's a liner to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Hoisted is on his way to third. He's rounding third. He's going to come in. The throw to the plate is not in time. Good throw there from right field, though, by Martin. A one-hopper to Bush. A close play, but Hoisted is able to score. Down to second goes Fury, and Wood with the RBI single will bring up Deegan Warwick. The first baseman, number 26, Deegan Warwick. So runners at first and second. It's now 4-2. That was a great throw there by Martin, right down the line. One-hop throw. And a very close play at home. But a good slide by Hoisted to score. Here's the pitch on the way. Here's a fly ball by Rourke to center field. Backing off is Heminger. He's there, and he'll make the catch. And that will retire the side. But Oaks does play a run on 3 hits. No errors, they leave 2. 4 complete. It's now Jamestown 4 and Oaks 2. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. The top of the order coming up for the Eagles. The Hudson Rodley will lead things off as we head to the top half of the fifth inning. Jamestown leading at 4-2. He'll bunt one out in front of home plate. Grabbed by the pitcher Fury. The throw to first for the out. Rhodey had struck out, grounded out. Now bunts out 1-3 for out number one. Brings up Brenner Weber. The third baseman, number 4, Brenner Weber. Rhodey now is retired 5 in a row. Trying to settle in a groove, but unfortunately his counterpart, Geyser, has also been in a groove. And the lefty takes a pitch high and wide, ball one. Weber has walked and scored and popped out to the third baseman, Hoisted. And a 1-0 pitch, over but low, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Brenner Weber. And the pitch, he swings and fouls it straight back. And they count now 2-1. Fury right in the middle of that pitching rubber with one of his feet. There's a line drive to second and off the glove of Wood into right field. So a line single to right by Weber. And that'll bring up Cale Berkey. The shortstop, number 28, Cale Berkey. That's hit number 5 for Jamestown. Berkey today, 2 singles, 2 runs scored, and has a stolen base. And he will step in with a runner at first base and 1 out here in the 5th. Fury throw to first, and back in is Weber. This will be the 75th pitch of the game here for Chase Fury. And the delivery is high for a ball. He has struck out 5 and has walked 2. He's had 2 1-2-3 innings. 1 ball, no strikes on Berkey. And the pitch. Swinging a foul off to the right of the press box. And they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Oaks is on hit. Jamestown 6-5. Jamestown with 2 errors to Oaks' 1. Throw to first, runner back in. We're in the top of the 5th. And Jamestown leading 4-2. Got 3 runs in the first on a 3-run homer by Cody Bush. Added a run in the third. Oaks got 1 in the first and 1 in the 4th. The 1-1 pitch, low for a ball. And they count now 2 balls and 1 strike here on Berkey. Fury puts the ball behind his back, peers in for his sign. Erickson Wyckoff and delivers low, blocked there by the Oaks backstop. And the count now 3-1. 3 balls and 1 strike on the right-handed hitting Cale Berkey, with Cody Bush waiting on deck here for Jamestown as they bat in the home visiting half of the 5th inning. And the pitch is swung on and fouled off the facade of the press box and into the netting. The count is 3-2. Not one person in the press box flinched. I love it. 1 out, runner at first. Weber takes his lead. And the pitch. Swinging another foul. That'll go off and out of play off to the right. Well, the count stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes here on Berkey. The right-handed batter. Straightaway stance. The runner goes. Fury delivers. The pitch is swung on down the right field line. That's going to twist foul and go into the tarp down in the right field line. Right into the roller. Well, the count stays at 3-2, but they had Weber on the move here. 1 out in the top of the 5th. The count 3-2 on Weber. And another throw over to first base. Back in. Zane Wolski warming up in the Jamestown bullpen right now. That's the first time we've actually seen the bullpens getting used here at Charlie Brown this weekend. Most of the teams draw just enough players, and all of them are on the field. And there's a walk. So Berkey, good at-bat there, and will draw a free pass. That was the third walk issued by Fury. It'll bring up Cody Bush. The catcher, number 15, Cody Bush. Bush today has a 3-run homer in the first and grounded to short. So runners lead off first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Bush, grounder foul. And that will make it no balls and 1 strike. Bush's home run, about 350, right over the left field wall. Just over the I-Line electric sign in left field. Now the count, no balls and 1 strike. And the pitch. Checked his swing. They ask. Base umpire said he did not go. And I have said time and again, when you're behind the mound, it's really tough to tell if it's a check swing or not. But they still ask. And 9 times out of 10, you're probably going to get a safe sign. 1-1 pitch, throw to first or second on the pickoff move. Close, but back in is Weber. So the count 1-1 here on Bush. Weber at second, Berkey at first. 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Jamestown leading at 4-2. And Fury delivers. And that hit him. Yep, hit him in the shoulder. And so Bush is hit by a pitch. And that's going to load him up for Edison Walters. At first baseman, number 9, Edison Walters. Walters has walked and had an RBI single. And that's going to bring Cole Kelly out of the first base dugout. Fury is sitting at 85 pitches. So we will see what Coach Kelly is going to do here. This means that Fury needs 2 days rest before he can come back and throw again. So he would not be able to throw again until Tuesday. So the conference continues on the mound. Bases are full of Eagles with 1 out. We're in the top half of the 5th inning. Kelly will leave Fury in there. Again, the max for a day is 105. So now it will be bases loaded here for Edison Walters. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop up, down the right field line. Long run. That's a foul ball. That was going to be a long run there by the right fielder, Domini, and first baseman, Rorick. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Weber, the runner at third. Berkey, the runner at second. Bush is the runner at first. And there's 1 out in the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the Jamestown first baseman. And here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count now 1-2. Jamestown leading at 4-2. They've been out hit by Oak 6-5. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's line drive caught by Fury. Throw to first, double play. A line drive right at Fury's head. Put the glove up, gloved the line drive, and threw to first base for the 1-1-3 life-saving double play. And that will retire the side here in the 5th. For Jamestown, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 4-2. Jamestown leading. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. 4-2, Jamestown leading. 4 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for the Eagles. 2-6-1 for Oaks. The 9-1-2 batters coming up here for post 36. And it'll be led off by Joseph Dobitz. The designated hitter, number 3, Joseph Dobitz. So Dobitz is struck out looking so far in his only at-bat, finishing up the second time through the order here for Oaks. And the pitch by Geyser pulls the string, swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls and 1 strike on Dobitz, and then Trainer and Titus to follow. The 0-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. Glove there by Weber. The throw across the diamond for the out. 5-3 on the putout. There's 1 away. That'll bring up James Trainer. The shortstop, number 30, James Trainer. Trainer's doubled and scored and struck out. Yesterday, losing pitcher in the 10-0 loss to Grafton. And the pitch low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Trainer. Right-handed batter. And Geyser delivers on the outside corner for a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on the right-handed hitting shortstop. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This is inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Trainer also, remember that Oaks Tornadoes basketball team. 2-1 the count. And the pitch. Low and away. Ball 3, 3-1. Valley City fans, they're going to see Oaks next year in football. And talking about the Edgeley game last night, we'll see Ellendale Edgeley Cullum on October 3rd. Well, then we take on Oaks the following week. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 4. So a 1-out walk there by a Trainer. He's on at first base. That is the first walk issued by Geyser. And it'll bring up Chris Titus. The center fielder, number 1, Chris Titus. Titus 1 for 2. And also was caught stealing after singling in the 3rd inning. And that ended the inning. So he will bat with Trainer the runner at first. With 1 away, we're in the home half of the 5th inning. And Jamestown leading it 4-2. A long look there by Geyser. And he's ready to work, delivers. Low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes on Chris Titus. Valley City and Lisbon, our next game, scheduled for 12:30. And the runner goes. The 1-0 pitch is outside for a ball, and then Bush loses the handle as he was going to throw. So Trainer with the stolen base. So he's now in scoring position and a 2-ball, no strike count on Titus. A base hit could get Oaks 1 run closer. There's a swing and a miss and a high fastball, and it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And now time called. Geyser sitting at 79 pitches. And the pitch. He swings and lines 1 into left field. That's going to drop in front of Rhodey for a base, and it gets by him. That's going to bring Trainer in to score. Titus is on his way to second. He hits second. He's on his way to third. And the throw is going to get cut off. He'll be sliding in there. The ball comes all the way through and cut off. He's at third base, and it's now 4-3. So probably a base hit, possibly a 2-base error there that allows the runner to get to third. And an RBI for Titus. And that makes it a 4-3. The third baseman, number 23, Michael Hoisted. And the right-hander delivers, and Hoisted fouls it at the plate. Hoisted is struck out and singled and scored. No balls and one strike. On Michael Hoisted, low in the dirt, blocked there by Bush, but keeps right around the home plate area. Now they count 1 ball, 1 strike. 4-3 your score. That's the third error charged to the Eagles. And the pitch, strike called on the outside half. They count 1 ball, 2 strikes. And then the two of the errors have cost them runs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guys are into the wine. Here's the pitch. Swung on, line drive, base hit into right center field. That's going to bring Titus into score, and that will tie the game at 4. So Hoisted with the line single to right center field picks up his first RBI, and that'll bring up Zaid Heyer. Number 19, Zaid Heyer. Heyer's singled and struck out, 1 for 2, an RBI single back in the first inning. So 2 runs across here, and that 1-out walk has come back to haunt Geyser. And his 85th pitch is a swing and a miss by Heyer. No balls and 1 strike. Runner at first is Hoisted. He is the lead run. We're tied 4-4, bottom of the 5th in the pitch. That misses high and wide, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on the left-handed hitting Heyer. Set by Geyser. The kick. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Pop up behind home plate, and that is going to get out of play. And the count is a ball and 2 strikes. The wind pushing that one out of play. So it is a ball and 2 strike count on Zaid Heyer. Hoisted the runner at first. Geyser dangles that arm in front of him. And a throw to first, runner back. A ball and 2 strikes to count here on Heyer. And the pitch misses outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 on, 1 out, 2 in here for Oaks. They tied it 4-4 in the bottom of the 5th. And Geyser delivers. Check swings, strike called, and that is a strikeout for probably a strike swinging. That'll be number 9 for Geyser. Out number 2. It'll bring up Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. The catcher, number 37, Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. So Erickson Wyckoff, who was struck out and flied out, will step in with a runner at first and 2 away now here in the 5th. And the pitch up and in, the throw to first, runner back. 1 ball, no strikes on Erickson Wyckoff. Off of first base is Hoisted, and Geyser delivers. There's a strike called at the belt. And they count 1 ball, 1 strike. Geyser with that high leg kick and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2. 1-2 the count. On the right-handed hitting Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Set by Geyser. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Pop up into short right field. Second baseman Mason Joseph out, and he makes a catch, and that will retire the side. But Oaks comes across with 2 runs on 2 base hits. There was an error, and they leave a runner stranded. We are through 5 innings. It is Jamestown 4, Oaks 4. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Mason Joseph will lead things off here for Jamestown in the top of the 6th inning. They are tied now with Oaks 4-4 here in the 6th. It'll be Joseph, Martin, and Geyser, the 6, 7, and 8 batters coming up here for the Eagles. Leading off the top of the 6th inning, the second base number 0, Mason Joseph. So Mason Joseph will lead things off for the Eagles as they bat in the 6th. 4-5-3 for Jamestown, 4-8-0 for Oaks. There's a bunt shown, pulls back, and it'll be a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. More than likely the last inning here for Fury. Bullpen's quiet right now. Here's pitch number 91, and he swings and fouls it back. Goes off the facing, and so the count 1 ball and 1 strike. Joseph has struck out looking and swinging. Right-hander kicks and delivers. And he comes across the slow curve for a strike at the top of the letters. And the count now 1-2. Here's the windup and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, line drive into center field, and that's going to drop in front of the center fielder, Titus, for a base hit for Joseph. That'll be hit number 6 for the Eagles. Brings up Shane Martin. The right fielder, number 27, Shane Martin. Martin has popped out to first and into short. And he will bat with the runner at first base in Mason Joseph. Trainer sitting at 93 pitches now. And a bunt shown. Bunt out in front of home plate. Grabbed by Fury, the pitcher. Throws to first for the out. 1-3 on the put on the sacrifice. 1 away. Joseph goes to second. And that'll bring up Zach Geyser. The pitcher, number 24, Zach Geyser. Geyser, before he gets to the batter's box, Coach Sam Joseph has a few words with him. So now a chance to help himself out here with a runner at second base and 1 away. Geyser's fly to left, popped to short. And a sent by Fury in the pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. I'm sure they'll just ride Fury till he gets to that pitch number 105. And that one right there, number 96, low for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. There's nobody up and throwing in the bullpen for Oaks. Here's a 2-0 pitch. There's a ground ball left side. Hoysted can't make the play, and that's going to make it to left field. Joseph around third. Here comes a throw to the plate, and is not going to be in time. Goes off the chest protector of Erickson Wyckoff. Down to second base goes the Geyser. And so now the run in, it's now 5-4. It'll bring up Braden Heminger, the center fielder, with 1 out and a runner at second. The center fielder, number 22, Braden Heminger. That'll be an RBI single for Geyser. There's a bunt foul. And that makes it now 5-4. The throw was going to be close, but it came off the one hop and went off the chest protector of Wyckoff, Erickson Wyckoff. And that allowed the runner to score. And down to second base went Geyser. So it's now 5-4 Jamestown. Geyser takes his lead off second. And the pitch. Heminger, a slow curve in for a strike, 1-0 No balls, 2 strikes. The next pitch will be number 100 for Fury. And the pitch on the way, the slow breaking pitch, misses upstairs for a ball. I know Bert Blyleven always used to say when a pitcher got to pitch 100, now watch, I guarantee his head won't explode. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Low and away and goes to the behind home plate. Now, after hesitating, Geyser will go to third on the wild pitch. So with the runner at third base and 1 out. Right-hander Fury, he would like to be able to finish the inning, but he only has 4 pitches to do that. And that one is high for a ball. So the count now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Infield up all the way around here for Oaks. The 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. So Heminger caught looking. Strikeout number 6 for Fury. There's 2 away. We go to the top of the order, and Rhodey. Left fielder, number 33, Hudson Rhodey. So Rhodey will step in with 2 outs now and runner at third, and the pitch high for a ball. He can finish this batter, but this would be the last man that Fury will face today. And he won't be able to pitch for 3 days. The 1-0 pitch, and that's a runner high strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting Rhodey, who is 0 for 3 with a strikeout, a couple of ground outs in the dirt, blocked there by Erickson Wyckoff. We're in the top of the 6th inning. Jamestown leading at 5-4. And Fury sets. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the right-handed hitting Rhodey. And the pitch on the way, swinging a foul to the backstop. And the count now stays at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. On the right-hand hitting left fielder, Hudson Rhodey. Set by Fury. And the pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 called. That is strikeout number 7 for Fury. And he finishes strong with a couple of strikeouts, but Jamestown picks up a run on 2 hits. There were no errors, and they leave a runner on base. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your score now reads Jamestown 5, Oaks 4. It's American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Xander Wolski now will come in and pitch here for Jamestown. 93 pitches for the right-hander Zach Geiser. And in line for the win now. And this will be the same situation for Wolski. As the right-hander Geiser goes 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs. 3 of those are going to be earned. He had 9 strikeouts and walked 1 today. So now it's going to be Wolski. He'll face Fury, Wood, and Rorick, 6, 7, and 8 batters here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 5-4 advantage to Jamestown. There's the throw down to second as we are ready to go here in the 6th. The pitcher, number 3, Chase Fury. So Chase Fury will step in. He is singled and struck out, 1 for 2. Now we'll face Xander Wolski. The right-hander Wolski ready to work into the wine. And the pitch. And this is inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. On the Fury. Wolski, a big, tall right-hander. And delivers. Ground ball Out to short. Picked up there by Berkey. The throw to first, and nice job by Walters. Comes off the bag and makes the play. 6-3 on the putout for out number 1. The second baseman, number 6, Noah Wood. Now Noah Wood will step in. The throw was on the runner's side, so he was bearing down on Walters. But Walters made the play. Tagged him out. 1 away. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. And the count. No balls and 1 strike. Wolski wheels and deals. 0-1. There's a line drive back up the middle into center field. A base hit by Wood. That's the second hit for Wood today. So he's 2 for 3. And I'll bring up Deegan Warwick. The first baseman, number 26, Deegan Warwick. Warwick today has struck out and flied out. And we'll bat here with a runner at first base. Again, swing and a foul at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Geyser, 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 1 walk, and 9 strikeouts today. Nice job there by Geyser, and he leaves as the lead on the getting the win right now. He is the leading 5-4. Now it's the same situation here for Wolski. Steps off, look the runner back in. No balls and 1 strike here on Rorick. Wolski, now time called, and he wants to get together with his catcher Bush and get the signals together. Activity right now in the Oaks bullpen. That's a left fielder Higher that's warming up. So Rorick behind the count, 0-1. Set by Wolski. Runner off first, the pitch. Strike called on the inside corner, 0-2. As Fury with 107 pitches, done until Wednesday. He can't pitch for another 3 days. The count is 0-2 here on Rorick. Wood leads off first, the pitch. Line drive, base hit, left field. So Rorick with his first hit. And that is hit number 10 for Oaks. It'll bring up Michael Dobitz, Joseph Dobitz, pardon me. And the designated number 3, Joseph Dobitz. Sam Joseph brings the ball out to the home plate umpire. And while he does so, has a word or 2 or 3. Now Dobitz, he is struck out and grounded out. Runners off first and second with 1 out. Dobitz, a right-handed batter, batting for Dominy, the right fielder. Set by Wolski. Here's the pitch. And it hit him. He is hit by a pitch. And that loads him up for the top of the order, and James Traynor. The shortstop, number 30, James Traynor. And that's going to bring Sam Joseph out of the third base dugout. A slow walk. And he is saying something to Cole Kelly, the Oaks coach, as he heads out towards the mound. And Kelly's got his hands up like, what did we do? So Coach Joseph having a issue with something that Oaks is doing. So we'll have a conversation on the mound. The conversation is over. And it was a quick conversation. They were going to try to talk with the Oaks, as the Oaks players are going to try to get together. But Coach Joseph was quick with his word, and out he goes. So he'll head back to the dugout. And he is saying something to Coach Kelly, the Oaks coach. Not sure what's going on there, but we got bases loaded. And Traynor at the plate with 1 out. Traynor today has doubled, struck out, and walked, scored a couple of runs. 5-4, Jamestown leading, and the pitch. Roski, there's a ground ball to second. Mason Joseph has it. Second out there. The relay to first is not going to be in time, and it's going to go into foul territory. 2 runs are going to score. Being safe at first base is Trainer on the fielder's choice. Again, Wood comes in to score. Rorick will come in to score. They will get the runner at 4-6 at second for the second out. And so now a runner at first base with 2 away. And that will bring up Chris Titus. The center fielder, number 1, Chris Titus. So now Titus to the plate with 2 out. And so with 2 out, a runner at first base. Titus at the plate. He has singled twice and struck out. And the pitch, and that's going to hit him. Oh, things are getting interesting here. 6-5, Oaks now with the lead. Runners at first and second with 2 out. And now that'll bring up Michael Hoisted. The third baseman, number 23, Michael Hoisted. Trainer the runner at second. Titus the runner at first. Second hit batter here by Wolski. And the pitch. Runner goes to third. The pitch is a strike, I believe, and no throw. I don't know if he called a strike or not. I don't think he did. I thought I saw his arm come up, but we'll give him a ball. I thought it was he called a strike, but we'll say ball right now. So 1 ball, no strikes to count with runners at second and third on the double steal. I don't know if his arm came up or not. It didn't come out. If it did, it came up in front of his body. Here's the pitch by Wolski, swinging a fly ball right field. Martin is there and Martin makes the catch, and that will retire the side here in the 6th. But an interesting inning. A couple of runs come across for Oaks on 2 base hits. There were no errors, and they leave 2 runners left on base. We are through 6 complete. Your score now reads Oaks 6 and Jamestown 5. This is Legion Baseball live on YouTube. So it's 8 higher now. Going to try to get the save here as the lefty will face the 2, 3, and 4 batters. Leading off the top of the 7th for Jamestown, the third baseman, number 4, Brenner Weber. So Brenner Weber will lead things off. Weber today 1 for 2 with a run scored. And he will face the lefty on lefty. Here's Zane Heyer now will come in to try to get the save for the starting pitcher, Jace Fury. And the lefty delivers wide, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks, 7 strikeouts for Fury. There's a curve in for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike on Weber with Verkey and Bush to follow. Jamestown now trailing 6-5 in the top of the 7th inning. And the left-hander delivers down and in for a ball. And the count 2 balls and 1 strike. Weber, again, 1 hit today, and he scored a run. Low and away, ball 3, 3-1. They got the 2, 3, and 4 batters that have done the most damage today for Jamestown coming up here in the 7th inning. Big, deep breath taken by Heyer, and the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. So a good start for Jamestown as Weber walks. He's on at first base, and he'll bring up Cale Verkey. The shortstop, number 28, Cale Verkey. And that is the first walk issued by Heyer. And now Verkey, who has walked, a couple of singles, couple of runs scored, 2 for 2. And he will take a long look at Coach Joseph down on the third base coaching box. Weber takes his lead off of first. And the left-hander Heyer kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss, 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Outfield playing medium depth right now for Oaks. 6-5, Oaks leading. They've out-hit Jamestown 10-7. Jamestown has 3 errors. Here's the pitch, bunt out in front of home plate. And it's going to be a tough play, grabbed by Erickson Wyckoff, and he'll make the play, though. Nice job there by Erickson Wyckoff, the catcher. 2-3 on the sacrifice. For out number 1, Weber moves to second, so the tying run in scoring position for Cody Bush. The catcher, number 15, Cody Bush. Bush today, 1 for 2 with a 3-run homer in the first, hit by pitches last time up. And now we'll step in as the lead run with 1 out and runner at second. Zade Heyer comes to the set, and the lefty delivers. Bush takes it high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. On the right-handed hitting Cody Bush. Heyer, ball behind his back, bends slightly at the waist as he gets his sign. And the 1-0 pitch. Curve misses low, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes on Bush. Edison Walters waiting on deck. This is set by Heyer. Here comes a 2-0 pitch on the outside corner for strike, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch, a strike, belled high in the outside corner. And the count now 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weber, the runner down at second, represents the tying run. And a 2-2 pitch coming here to Cody Bush. Heyer kicks and delivers. Swinging a ground ball out towards second. Over there is Wood, has it. High throw, but off the bag. Rourke makes the play and the tag. 4-3 on the putout. That's a second out. Weber moves to third. And that'll bring up Edison Walters. The first baseman, number 9, Edison Walters. Walters is walked, singled, and lined into a 1-1-3 double play. Last time up at a rocket. And the pitcher, Fury, down at his knees, put the glove up to save his head and speared the line drive. And then through to first, and they doubled off Bush. So now with a runner at third base and 2 outs, 6-5 Oaks. Higher trying to close this one out for Fury and pick up the save. Weber, the runner, down at third. And Higher working from the set with the runner at third base. And the pitch inside, and it got away from him. That's going to be a wild pitch. That's going to get the runner into score, and we are tied at 6. So a wild pitch there by Higher. It was inside and got away from him and goes to the backstop. So now 1 ball, no strike count. And it's 6-6 your score. And now Walters ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting Edison Walters with Mason Joseph waiting on deck. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the left-hander, Higher, delivers. Swing and just a piece of that one. Did Walters and fouls it back. And the count 1-2. We are tied at 6 coming up here in the bottom half of the 7th. It'll be the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Oaks, all the middle part of the order against more than likely Xander Wolski. No bullpen action right now for Jamestown. And all depends on if the game is tied or if Jamestown has the lead. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Slow curve, misses outside, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. As this game is creeping up on 2 hours old. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Low and inside, ball 3, 3-2. When you have a tournament and you have 4 games in one day, the last thing you want is extra innings in your first game. The count is full here on Walters, and the pitch. Wide to the backstop, and that bounces away and rolls over towards the first base dugout, or third base dugout. Walters will take a big turn, and he is going to go and stop. So it will be just the walk. Second walk issued by Higher. That'll bring up Mason Joseph. The second baseman, number 0, Mason Joseph. Joseph, after striking out his first 2 times up, singled and scored in the 6th. So a lead runner now at first base with 2 outs. And all this started with 2 outs. Walters off of first base. Takes a comfortable lead. Throw over by Higher. And nice play by Rourke. He had to reach over the runner and kind of straddle Walters to come up with that one. I want to keep him close just in case. Joseph singled his last time up. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Valley City and Lisbon due up next. Scheduled for 12:30, but we're probably going to be a little bit behind. Here's the lefty. Higher delivers to Joseph. Takes it high for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Higher is going to get a blown save here, as he was going to try to get the save in there. Pitch misses outside. Throw to first, and very close at first base, but they say he got back in. The pitch is 2 balls and 1 strike on Joseph. And the left-hander looking in for the sign. Here's the kick and the pitch. Low for a ball. So it's a 3-1 count. 3-1 count. And the left-hander delivers. Swinging a foul back, and the count now runs full, 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Mason Joseph. 2 outs. Walters, a runner down at first. Heyer now looking in for the sign, has what he wants, comes to the set, and the pitch. That'll be high, ball 4, so Walters works as a walk. Third walk issued by Heyer. Runners at first and second. That'll bring up the right fielder, Shane Martin. The right fielder, number 27, Shane Martin. Martin has popped to first and to short and had a sacrifice bunt his last time up. That helped produce, at the time, the lead run for Jamestown in the 6th. And now we'll step in with 2 outs and runners at first and second. And the pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Bullpens are quiet for both teams. And it is a 1-ball, no strike count on Shane Martin. And the lefty delivers. There's a strike, belt high, and it's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see if Coach Joseph maybe might have Walters on the move here. And the pitch, high, ball 2, 2-1. And try to get that tie-breaking run 90 feet closer. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here on Shane Martin, the set by Heyer. And the pitch inside, ball 3, 3-1. Xander Wolski is due up next for Jamestown. And the left-hander Heyer sets, and the 3-1 pitch in the dirt, ball 4. So Martin draws the walk, and that will load him up for Xander Wolski. So after 2 are out, 3 straight walks, 4 in the inning now, and that's going to bring Cole Kelly out of the first base dugout. And a slow walk out to have a chat with his right-hander. Inning started with Brenner Weber walking, sacrificed to second by Verke, and then went to third on the ground out by Bush. Scored on a wild pitch, and then Walters walked, Joseph walked, and Martin has walked, and that have loaded them up. And we are going to have a new pitcher. So we're going to step aside. We are tied at 6, bases loaded, 2 outs for Jamestown, top of the 7th. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. So the rotation is, Titus will come in from center field to pitch. Heyer will go back out to left field. And Trainer, now in his 3rd position of the game, moves over to center. The bases are loaded, and it'll be Xander Wolski. He will face Titus. The pitcher, number 26, Xander Wolski. So Xander Wolski will step in and bat here for the Blue Jays with a runner at every base. Game tied 6-6, 2 out, top of the 7th inning. This is Wolski's first appearance today. So Heyer, he's responsible for everybody on the bases. 2/3 of an inning, no hits, 1 run, and that pitch is low for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. That is an earned run. 4 walks, no strikeouts. And again, responsible for all the base runners. The pitch is outside, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes on Xander Wolski, with Braden Heminger waiting on deck. And the 2-0 pitch. There's a strike call, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike on Wolski. He can help his cause here as he is now the pitcher of record. And the pitch on the way, low, ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on Wolski. This is his first at-bat. And the pitch on the way. There's a strike called. 3-2. So there's the merry-go-round. Everybody's going to be on the move with 2 out and a 3-2 pitch coming. They're on the move. The pitch is low, ball 4. So Wolski picks up an RBI on the walk as Walters comes in to score to make it a 7-6 Jamestown lead. Down to third goes Joseph. To second goes Martin. The center field number 22, Braden Hemiger. Hemiger now coming to the plate. He has struck out 3 times today. 2 looking, 1 swinging. It takes a strike there, nothing in 1. So with the 4 walks by Heyer, the 3 walks by Fury, and now the 1 by Wolski, 8 walks today for Jamestown. There's a swing and a foul, and it's nothing in 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Hemiger in the pitch. Checked his swing. Yes, he went. That is a strikeout for Titus, and that'll retire this side. But 2 runs come across without the benefit of a hit. No errors, and they leave the bases loaded. We head to the bottom of the 7th. It'll be the 3, 4, 5 batters coming up here, or the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up for Oaks. 7-6, Jamestown leading. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Heyer's going to lead things off here for Oaks in the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be Heyer, Erickson, Wyckoff, and Fury. As Xander Wolski now trying to get the win. Wolski gave up a couple runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and blew the save. Now he's got a chance to get the W here. As the right-hander gave up a couple of hits, a couple of runs, hit a couple of batters in that 6th inning. And now he will try to get the win here, and he'll face the heart of the order for Oaks with Zade Heyer leading things off. Leading off the bottom of the 7th for Oaks, the left fielder, number 19, Zade Heyer. So Zade Heyer will lead it off. He is singled, flied out, or singled, struck out twice. And he was the last 2 strikeout victims of starting pitcher Zach Geiser, who struck out 9 today. And that one misses outside, ball 1. Had an RBI single in the first at the time, made it 3-1. The left-hander will bat here against Wolski in the bottom of the 7th inning. 7-6, Jamestown with the lead. And Wolski kicks and delivers. Low for a ball. 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And both bullpens are quiet here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 balls and no strikes on the lefty. And Wolski delivers. That is over but low. Ball 3, 3-0. 3 balls and no strikes on Heyer. And Wolski with the third baseman is playing in Weber. And the 3-0 pitch. Strike called inside corner. Weber is in on the grass and off the base quite a bit. Trying to take away the bunt. But Heyer right now has the hitters count at 3 balls and 1 strike. And the righty delivers. Swinging a little loop out towards left field, dropping fast, and that's going to be a base hit. And then it gets by the left fielder. Took a weird hop and skipped by him. That's going to be a double for Heyer. Head first slide into second base. That one just took a weird bounce and took a left-hand turn. And that'll be a double for Heyer. And so Heyer's now in scoring position for Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. The catcher number 37, Braxton Erickson Wyckoff. Erickson Wyckoff now is struck out and flying out, popped out. That is hit number 11 for Oaks. And now they got the tying run in scoring position. Set by the right-hander Wolski in the pitch. Outside, ball one. Starting pitchers, both long gone here as we're in the bottom of the seventh inning. It is a bullpen game from here on out. 1-0 the count in the pitch. Swing and a miss in a high fastball by Erickson Wyckoff, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On the right-handed hitting, Erickson Wyckoff with Fury waiting on deck. Here's the pitch. Low for a ball. It is 2 balls and 1 strike. Long look by Wolski. And the right-hander sets. And the look at the runner at second base is Heyer. The 2-1 pitch. Misses. The ball gets away. And Heyer's a late break to third. Here's the throw down. He is out. A late break by Heyer to third base, and he is gunned down by Bush. That'll be 2-5 on the out for out number 1. And may have just run themselves out of an inning. I don't think he saw where the ball was, so he hesitated coming down. And a late break. Bush throws a strike to the third baseman Weber, who applies the tag. And now the 3-1 pitch is strike at the belt here on Erickson Wyckoff, and it's 3-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And now nobody on with 1 out. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called. He got him looking. Strikeout number 1 for Wolski. 2 away. And he'll bring up the shortstop, Jace Fury. The shortstop number 3, Jace Fury. Fury today is struck out, singled, and grounded out. 1 for 3. So with 2 away, here's the right-hander's pitch. Swing and a miss on the high fastball, another than 1. And the count, 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. On the right hand hitting Fury. Wolski wheels and deals. Inside and low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Xander Wolski in his second inning of relief work. There's a ground ball out towards short. Charging, Verke has it, throws on the run, skips it in, scooped out by Walters, and makes the play. And that will be out number 3. 6-3 on the putout, and retires his side. No runs a hit, no errors, nobody left. You know, dandy here in our first game. Your final score, it is Jamestown 7 and Oak 6. We're back with the totals. This is American Legion Baseball live on YouTube. Oh, take a look at final totals on the scoreboard for Jamestown. 7 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors. They left 8 runners stranded. For Oaks, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. They left 6 runners stranded. A winning pitcher in this one, Xander Wolski, as he will pick up the W. First blowing the save, but he'll get the win. He went the final 2 innings, allowed 3 hits, 2 runs, both earned with a strikeout. Geyser started, and Zach Geyser went 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned with a walk and 9 strikeouts. And the losing pitcher in this one will be Heyer, as Heyer came on to try to get the save in the bottom of the 7th, and he blew the save, giving up 2 runs, walked 4. Both runs were earned, and he did not have a strikeout. As he went 2/3 of an inning, Titus came in and given up a RBI bases-loaded walk and also had a strikeout, but that runner was charged to Heyer. Again, the starting pitcher was Fury, and Fury went the first 6 2/3 innings. Actually went the first 6 innings, pardon me. Fury went 6 innings, allowed 7 hits in those 6 innings. And let's double check. They have things kind of off a little bit here on a game. There we go. So he went 6 innings and gave up 7 hits. He had 6 strikeouts and did end up walking 3. He has 7 strikeouts and walked 3. He gives up 4 runs in this one, and all the runs were earned. So, again, the Jamestown Eagles with the win. They will play in the Consolation Championship game coming up tomorrow, and that is scheduled, again, for 12 noon tomorrow for that Consolation Championship. The first game of the day at 9:30, Oaks will take on the loser of the next game, which is Valley City and Lisbon. That game is going to come up here, and the first pitch, I'm going to guess about 12:45 for our first pitch of the next game. So a final look at that line score for Jamestown: 3 in the first, 1 in the third, 1 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th, 7 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. Oaks 1 in the first, 4 in the 4th, 2 in the 5th, 2 more in the 6th. They had 6 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error. And the winning pitcher, Xander Wolski. The losing pitcher is Zaid Heyer. And there was 1 home run today as Cody Bush hit that 3-run blast in the first inning. And there was no save in this one. Time of the game, 2 hours and 6 minutes. 2 hours and 6 minutes, your time of game. So again, we'll be back 12:45 for our second game today as Valley City will take on Lisbon. Game 1 in the books, and it goes to Jamestown, 7-6, the Eagles winning over Oaks. We'll be back at 12:45 here on our Valley City Baseball Association YouTube page, live from Charlie Brown Field and the 2025 Valley City Midsummer American